In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a full beginner tutorial for Twitter ads or X ads. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know, the best practices, and some little tips and tricks to maximize conversions, that kind of thing. So stick around and let's get right into it. Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to go to ads.twitter.com, and it should look something like this. In order to actually go ahead and use this, you're going to have to pay for Twitter verified, or whatever it is, the thing that's like £7 per month. So you have to pay for that in order to actually launch a campaign on here. Now, the first thing that we're going to want to do is set up some kind of tracking for our ads. Now, if you're running some e-commerce ads to Shopify, then this is going to be very useful. It will allow you to see which campaigns your sales are coming from. But if you're doing any other kind of ads, it's also a similar process. But what you want to do is you want to go up to where it says Tools, and you want to go down to where it says Events Manager. Now, Events Manager here, this is where you're going to set up your pixel and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you are using Shopify, I'd recommend getting this app called Omega Multi-Twitter Pixels. This will allow you to add the pixels to your store very easily, and it means you don't have to go through any of the hassle of editing the code or anything like that. So this app here, go ahead and install it. It's a 3-day free trial. After that, it's $12 a month. It's a little bit expensive, but it just saves you a lot of time and it's hassle free. So we're going to install it, and this is where we're going to actually install our pixel. And this is important so we can track all of our data properly. So now that we've gone ahead and installed it, we need to go to our Shopify theme editor, and we're going to have to go to the left-hand side and turn on the app. Any second now. There we go. It's turned on. Press save, and we can go back here and we can click next step. So we can go ahead and pick which plan we want to do. I'm just going to do the page view one for now, but if you want to actually see the purchases and stuff like that, you're going to want to pick this one here. So now that we're here, we're going to want to go back to Twitter, and we're going to go ahead and actually add an event source. Press agree here, and then we can just press save once we have installed it. From here, we want to go down to the event section, and we want to add an event. Now, the event is going to, you're going to have to make this the same event that you're doing on Shopify. So we'll start off with page view. I'm just going to title it page view up at 1. The event type, select page view here, and then you can select the attribution windows as you want, or you can just leave them like that. So I'm going to press next, and I'm going to just use this top one, and you can add the parameters that you want as well. For page view, you don't necessarily need the parameters, but we'll just turn them on, why not? Save, and then you should see the page view is here like this. And we're going to want to go ahead and grab this little ID here and copy it, go over to the app, and we want to paste it in, and we're just going to call this page view, and then enable, and then you can select the page you want this to track on. We'll put all pages for now. Press continue, and then we're going to go ahead and copy this code, and we need to put this on the checkout folder. So basically paste this on the order status page, and once we've done that, we can just press complete setup, and that will have added that event. Now we can go ahead and do all of the different events on here. So add event, we can do add to cart, initiate checkout, which is checkout initiated. We can do purchase, and those are the main ones that you'll want to do. And you'll just set those up each time, and that will allow you to track the different events across your site. So now that we've actually set it up, you might want to install like a Twitter tracker, a Twitter helper sort of thing that will check if you have installed it correctly, and you can get those Chrome extensions very easily. But now that we've done that, it's time to go ahead to the actual campaign creation side of things. So we're going to go to the top right hand corner and click create campaign, and we can either do simple or advanced. It's up to you. Advanced will give you a lot more features, so we'll do that. So first of all is the campaign objective. Now, campaign objective means what do you want to happen. If you're looking to get sales, you want to do the sales objective. It's best to select the objective that you're aiming for, so, or as closely as possible. So if you are looking for sales, don't do website traffic because it won't convert to sales. So I'm going to go and click sales over here, but you can see there's so many more: reach, video views, engagement. There's a lot of stuff you can do here. I'm going to click next. And here we're going to put the campaign name in. I'll just put campaign 1. And you can do A/B tests. I'm going to leave it off. And you can do campaign budget optimization. So I'm going to leave that off for now, but a campaign budget optimization, what that means is it's going to spend money on the campaign level rather than the ad set level or the ad level. And it's going to optimize based on what's doing best and allocate the budget to the best ad sets and ads. But we'll leave that off for now. You can turn it on if you like to. You can also add a spend cap here if you would like to, but it's better to leave it broad because if it's working, you don't want to stop it from spending. So now we're going to go to next, and this is the ad group bit. So first of all, we'll just put the ad group name. Now for this, I like to do the audience that we're doing. So you can put like the country, you can put the ages, gender, all that kind of stuff. You can put that in here just so you can see what's working and what's not. You can do the dynamic product ads here, which basically allows you to put multiple products in it, but we don't want to use that. We want to be able to split test individually each different item that we're testing. Now for the daily ad group budget, put what you want. This is what it's going to spend daily. I'm just going to put 1077. And usually when we start, we want to start it on the following day at midnight so that it has a full 24 hours to run. It's best not to launch on a Monday. Stats seem to not be so good on a Monday, so try go Tuesday onwards for the best results. And then we'll leave it at run indefinitely, which means it will run forever. If you want to set an end date for some reason, maybe you've got a seasonal offer, you can go ahead and do that. But otherwise, we'll do run indefinitely. And the reason for that is because it allows you to basically keep running it and scaling it, that kind of stuff. Now for the goal, we'll do web conversion. We've already got this here. And conversion event, we'll do purchase. Now we should have set up one of these purchase events earlier inside of the events manager. So we're just going to select one. I'll just select this one here. And then we've got some different bid strategies. So I'll explain them. Auto bid is the recommended one. This is just going to be the easiest. And this will basically automatically bid for you. Now target cost is going to be the cost per link click that you're trying to achieve. So if you know that your website converts at a certain rate or something like that, you can figure out what's going to be a profitable cost per link click. This means it won't necessarily spend money, but when it can, it will spend the money. Or if you set this too high, it will spend the money very quickly. So you kind of have to have a bit of data first to use this. And then maximum bid is the, it's similar, but this is the maximum you'll pay. So it'll be a bit more conservative than this one here. Leave on auto bid if you're new. That's just the easiest one. Now you can do pay by impressions or pay by link click. Leave it at impressions. That's just easier. And then pacing, you could do standard. So standard will basically split it across the whole day, or try to, and accelerated will spend it as quickly as possible. Do standard. You can do accelerated once you understand the best times your people are buying. So if you have a surge at 10 till 11 that's very profitable and a lot of people buy, you can do accelerated in that time frame. But for now, when we're looking for the best time zone, best time frames, we want to do standard. And we can ignore all that. You can put some of this stuff in if you need to. So now we've got the placements bit. So this is where you are going to place the ads. So the home timeline is by default. So this is when people are scrolling. You can also do it on profiles. So when someone views a profile, search results, someone searches for something, and replies. So in the replies of a post. You can leave all of those on, and then you can split test them. It's really up to you. Next, we have demographics, and this is going to be one of the most important parts. This is defining who you want to see your ad. So if you've got a product for women, you want to do women. If you've got a product for men, do men, that kind of thing. And then you've got the age. So you can do an age range. I do 18 to 54. Pick an age range. And as you can see, as you pick the different demographics, the audience will go down or up depending on if you've narrowed it or whatever. Language, you can pick a language. So if you're looking to target people that only speak English, for example, you could do that. Just like that. Next up, we've got the specific locations bit. So we can set in our countries. Now, you might only sell to America, you might sell to UK, you might sell to the Big Five. Just pick whichever ones you want in here. It's probably best to start off either targeting one country or targeting the big five. And the reason for that is that if you can figure out which one is going to do best, or you can split it across multiple ones. It's up to you. Just don't do worldwide to start, in my opinion. We'll do New Zealand and then we'll do Australia. Like that. So you can see the audience size is very big now. Now another option I have here is the radius around a location. This is only available for UK and Japan. This allows US and Japan. But this allows you to make hyper local ads. You might have a product which is, or you might have a service-based business or something like that that's relevant for only like a small area. Maybe you've got like a window cleaning business, something, and you can only service a small area. Then you'll want to put it on that radius one. Operating system here, you can select if you want it iOS or Android, desktop, whatever, or you can leave it broad. And then we have the audience section here, which we'll talk about a little bit later. This is where you can create lookalikes and do retargeting, that kind of thing. Now we have the targeting features. So we can leave it broad if we want to. I'd recommend having at least one broad ad set or ad group. And then here we can put keywords. I'd recommend putting one keyword per ad group, and each audience size should be at least 1 million ideally. So in here we can go to the recommendations bit. No, it doesn't seem to come up. We can type in a keyword here, so we could type in parent or baby. Tick that. Or we could put toys. There's loads of different ones we can put in here. Now, another thing we could do is exclude stuff. So if you're doing e-commerce or dropshipping, you might want to remove dropshipping, because otherwise people are going to see your ads and stuff like that. So you might want to exclude dropshipping. You've got all these other sort of targeting features. So here is like the interests, the broader interests, I guess you could say. So the keyword bit is more for like keywords within a post, for example. So if we went here, we could type in baby, and then this would be people that are interested in baby apparel, and this would be people that are looking at baby words, for example. Then you've got movies and shows, events, conversion topics, that kind of stuff. And we'll just leave this optimization on. This basically will widen the target. You can turn it off if you'd like to, if you want your audience to be very specific, but it's going to be a bit better if you let them kind of decide for you. Now this stuff can always change. So now we're actually at the ad details level, and this is basically your ad itself. So we're going to name it. You can just pull anything. They just said add one, so we'll just put add one. And then the destination here is going to be website. And then we can do the media here. So first of all, we're going to have our text. Now, obviously Twitter is very text based, so it's important that you put the right text in. So you can say something like struggling to get your baby to sleep, and that'll be the text up here like that. This device is a game changer. And just use your normal Ada kind of copy there, just like that. Now here we can add media. So if you've got an image or a video or something like that, we can go ahead and press add media and add it in here. Now it's always good to make people intrigued or to use some kind of emotion in your ads. So anger or fear or stuff like that are very strong emotions. You have to sell with emotions really, and also add elements of mystery so people want to click on and see what you're actually selling. Headline, we can put anything here. We can put an offer. It depends what level of where your customer's at, what level of awareness they're at. But we could put something like unlock the secret to your baby's sleep. We put that there. Or something like this device help my baby sleep. You've got to put a bit more into it than I am. And then the website URL is basically where it's going to get sent to. So where are they going to go when they click on this link here? You're going to put that in there. So once you've done that, we can go ahead and press next, and we can go ahead and launch the campaign. Now, I think I didn't put something in there. I think I didn't put the URL in there. Now, once you've launched it, it's going to take up to 48 hours for it to actually be reviewed. And if it's not got reviewed, you might have to republish it and stuff like that. But it should be in here, and you should be able to edit it. So now I'm going to show you the audiences section, and this is quite useful for creating lookalikes, retargeting, that kind of thing. We're going to click create audience here, and you can choose an audience type here. So you can have a list, so you could upload your email list here if you've got one. Website activity, so this is someone who has done something on your website. App activity, if they've done something on your app. App activity combination, so multiple. This is a list of people that you do not want to reach. So maybe you've, I don't know, had bad experience with a list of customers, you might want to remove them. And then we've got people who've looked at your catalog. For the most part, you want to do website activity if you're doing Shopify. And first of all, we're going to want to come over here into the name, and we're going to want to call it something. So I've just called this one add to cart, and we'll just set this as people that have added to cart but haven't purchased. So we can use the base code here, and we can go here to people that have visited a specific web page. We could put in our cart page, for example, here. So that would capture people that have gone to the cart page, which probably means they've added to cart. And then that would be an audience that you could use of people who have purchased, or people who have not purchased, who have nearly purchased, I should say. You can create that audience, and then you can use this in your ads, and you can go through here and you can do this for a wide range of different things. If someone has purchased, you can do some post-purchase upsells. If you can also exclude people that have purchased from your ads, so that you're not spending money on the wrong types of people. There's a lot of stuff you can do here, a lot of customization, but you have to kind of go in depth with it. Now, one last thing that's quite important that can help you a lot is when you are looking at your campaigns, you want to add specific columns here, and they have these different metric sets here, or you can add custom ones. Now, depending on what you're doing, you'll want to change these, but for e-commerce, you'll want to have stuff like the cost per click. So cost per link click, you'll want to have the add to cart. Let's see if it has it here. Doesn't see it. It should be here somewhere. You want to have the initiate checkout. You want to have the purchases. So cost per purchase and the purchases. You'll want to have some of the costs. So cost per 1,000 impressions, which is CPM. Then we have the cost. We've got custom event costs here, which we can set up. Oh, there we go. Cost per initiated checkout. Cost per cart addition, I guess you could put. And you want to use all of this data. You know, you've got all these here. I think, do we have click-through rate? CTR. No, we don't seem to have that. It's probably here somewhere, click-through rate. But you want to have all of these different things on so that you can get your data accurate, and you can see what's getting the most purchases, what's getting the most add to carts, what's got the cheapest cost per click, which has got the best click-through rate, and you can use that data to then improve upon your campaigns and make them better. And that is basically how you go about using the Twitter ads platform. If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, be sure to like and subscribe, and also comment down below that it did help you out so other people can watch the same video and get the same advice. Thank you for watching.